Yes, she lied.
Unmuted. So test it.
Yeah, that's it.
Sweet. Hello, beautiful Eve. Maybe I should just set up as others. Tomorrow, light bulbs. This room is a little too dim. Light bulbs is abstract art, and they just don't feel bright. And in an area that we're trying to make little things, it's nice having a lot of. So, let me see you live. And joining us this evening will be both Snappa and I believe Walter is also here. And Snappa will be back. Ah! I should just a vice grip. Just like a desktop one. And I usually put a piece of I put a piece of if I mute this I put a piece of brass, just a hunk of metal, in the vice grip, and I use that to bend, but the little pedals are going to block it anyway. Making little lotuses, not tomorrow, but the next day, is my first market in a very long time. So, trying to make as many pieces, really trying to make as many simple pieces as possible. A, because main focus this go around is salvage copper, salvage electrical wire. But I am making some like the more uh traditional uh pieces that I usually um make. And gonna like an upside down flower. Upside down flower, and then I'll have a nice little chain, and so they'll just be like little dangles. And then the other ones I put beads going around. Have any made ones? They take less amount of time than the chain, so figured I would that they're gonna be a tomorrow. Hmm. First, we don't have any already made. These are just like little bits that I started. Like this. I was trying to make ways of using the coral to kind of portray clouds. Let's see if there's dolphins. And oh yeah, here's one. It's they remind me of Jumka, the Indian, the beautiful bell-shaped and you'll often see bridal. They just in flowers. You just draw up and I put any do layers of them, and they're really nice, lightweight. Really enjoy making them, and I really enjoy how. And that's one. Toot my own horn, but they do always sell out, so I always make sure to make a few of those every time I make a new, ooh, like new stock, if you will. It's always usually a different theme or like using different materials. Like one market I did, it was all felt and vintage, but I hardly had any handmade jewelry. And then one market, it was majority upcycled pieces. Here, headpin wire is very thick. Oh, there's two, and even these just on an ear wire, they look great. So, wires are one. And the reason why I want to make simple things is because I'm the economist. And I just want to at least make sure there's things. I'm even gonna have a dollar thing, a little freebie bowl. If all goes to plan. Oops. Whoa. Really, really enjoy this stuff. I just wanted to see what it looked like with just that, which it's empty. I do in between the large, the chain takes up. Oh, okay. So I just is it alright? Is it the WH1000? What do I have for microphone? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you're coming in way smoother now.
That looks so cool. That looks so. And then link is in the description. Yeah, feel free to join. Anybody sees this? The many different ways to interact, and I just now thought like 2 seconds because kind of like a normal identify. Find this is the early stages, so still getting used to the whole workflow. I only know the interfaces of like your basic social medias. However, Apple only get back from that is having yeah, normal human like identity crisis after like kind of finally getting a chance now that the world is like going well yeah, regardless of the health that's breaking anyway, it's definitely a whole nother world. I can never fully describe exactly Kynto and its function. There's nothing that I personally compare it to. So it's very fitting. Especially with it seems like you know, I hear an echo in my thought process. But yeah.
Oh, it
How
was
was
me. Sorry
your
about that.
having so I got these done today. Made these ones too. Yesterday. I and I have to like make a makeshift. I'm gonna take the bike down actually, because I really want to get good at a mobile setup. My new, well, it's not really a new goal, but it's a rekindled goal. To find an RV ASAP, because it would just make an ideal place to be anywhere and be able to rise with me and like an internet applicable out in the world and because I don't know, you just you gotta go out and but anyway, long story short, here is what I have ready. It is just a frame holder or a plate holder holder in general and an old picture frame. This is chicken wire staple gunned to it, which I'm looking for some more scraps. I saw, and then of course I have this thing. So it's just gonna be those two things. However, after tonight and tomorrow, this should be quite full. And I'm not gonna have everything on this. I'll have it probably laid out and just whatever the biggest and the shortest piece is. Right now, but it's a really small, super small market, and it's from I think 8 to 12, so it's very short also. But so I'll probably just keep this on it and this on it. And I might be able to experiment with the system of having the charms laid out so people own charm bracelets. How I made is the chain is very sturdy and the jump rings that hold the charms, a lot of beach vines and gemstones and salvaged. Um, you could slide these on and off. Just wear one shell. You could just wear the chain as a choker, what have you. And I can make them any length. This is Elderflower Jesus, the crucifix, this flower. And the ends always have, so when you're going to take it off, you could make on cherries because it's spherical. Really neat wrap. I really like how the colors turned. Like got it just about any color. I really did want to make a ton of them. And these shells are all from the recent beach trips. So I think all of them at least have some stream. The coast here is just such a lovely spot, and the Atlantic. It's love I love it so much. It's I love it so much, and it gifts the most incredible shells. Like these gray shells, the gradient of grays, and the ridges very sturdy, and they're very sturdy. And when I have some time, I probably won't have any ready for this weekend. I'm slowly coming out of this creative block. I just needed wire, I think. Yeah, living far from a crop supply, like, makes my tear ducts react if I think about it. But the end of it, I'll hand salvaged electric. And I am going to add a few to it just to make it a hair longer so anybody could slip it over their neck. I do want to make more necklaces like that. They just slide on. There's something more magical about it, like I don't know. Like in a scene from a review, and there's like a mysterious box and a necklace, like, fiddling with the clasp. They're just sliding it effortlessly over their head, and then like transforming. Oh, yeah, it's been a really long time. What? And possibilities are endless, and it's been so long since I've done one. So in between the time, I feel like I've got into a bunch of other random crafts. I don't really have a set selection. So, some I just want to make really simple stuff. The materials themselves are nice, beautiful quality. However, not too much time goes into because I like the chains. They take so long to wrap each piece, and Etsy, I don't mind like posting like stuff that's a little pricey on Etsy because it could sit there for a long time. But at markets like this, I tend to prefer to bring simpler pieces, stuff that like goes cool, like looks cool together, and especially now, because and what's that there? But I just can't get over the bag of potatoes for $10. $10 for a bag of potatoes. That is troubling. These actually, I think, are gonna. Yes. These are. They're. I don't want to just throw out a random decade, but it's from a vintage necklace. Really cool site piece. But iridescent. Really neat. I really do want more pink. Pink, red, orange, purple, blue, and about to name every color. I have a need for these. speed as well. I do enjoy altitude and both nice things to experience. Wow, I just realized it's like ooh, it's not scuba, it's skydiving. Do it. There's skydiving and scuba diving. Has that been married together yet? Where you like skydive, but you're like tanked up. Maybe not tanked up, but like you got like. How easy was that? Tell me your mom wouldn't be like, baby, or like your girlfriend, or your girlfriend's girlfriend. That doesn't take anything. And they're quite nice. These little lotuses and flower caps. Bend the petals every which way. There's 3 layers. Rows of petals. White, magenta. Very simple, nice vintage beads. And yeah. And I am going to make it. I know it's dumb and but I don't care. I'm a merchant. Barter with me. So I wanted to make a little sign that just something funny, like greeted the economy, prices are or something like that. That's not like overt or something. Because I prefer selling something and it going away and homeless gifted to someone than not. And like some things I don't know how to price them and a lot of things like I often say I haven't bought a gift in years. True, I always just make something. And even for, you know, the men of my life, as in my dad, and like my dad gets lures every year, fishing lures. And I wish I had an example right here. I made snapshots of my so decorated fishing lures. They're just fishing huts with some decor. Which I really want to learn how to tie flies. It looks so satisfying. I like when they make the grubs. It'll be like this squishy material, and then they hold the tweezers, and that's so beautiful. It looks like wrap. They wrap this string going down the grub's body, and it looks so happening. It's the news. And to get and it's cut off with why am I big? Why is it small? I do if I it like for instance Call of Duty stuff, the camera is so small. Even if it's zoomed all the way in, it's so small. So like I'm usually or work clothes. The light is bouncing very hard. That's why I don't watch the stream though. I overthink it, and I'm not here to like I don't know. Just I spend most of my time. I do have to get out. Everything is growing beautifully, and there is mystery. Sometimes I forget how long seeds take, and they jump the gun a little bit and start a bunch. So yeah, I forgot about the waiting part. So waiting for everything about one day and this building. I feel so alien, like something actually. wish I took a picture. I could put it. I thought I was. But if anybody sees it, they'll definitely feel like it's. And I think it's gonna be a valuable tool. But I'm not just saying that. And that's why I feel like it's getting hard because as the world continues to change, will always, uh, it's just navigating socially because we are social creatures. As like a introverted hermit, it's just never been like great. But and excluding my hometown, that's kind of like it's actually lays on the tip of the Bermuda Triangle, magical place, so not incorporated, you know. And I think everybody like has that hometown comfort in their like it feels like a an extension of like art or something, especially when they're smaller. And which Lake Worth isn't a small town. It's just there's Lake Worth and then there's downtown Lake Worth, which they finally did give it its own name. Instead of downtown Lake Worth, they went with Lake Worth Beach. So Lake Worth and Lake Worth Beach, which Lake Worth Beach was the beach. And I found out also that City Place is a spot in Westmont, and it's just spots and shops, shops and restaurants. And they used to have a movie theater, a public. It was quite a joy, and it's still a joy. However, just different. A lot more high rises, which I have an odd love for buildings, and it took me a long time to appreciate modern skyscrapers, especially the mirrored ones. However, I realized like it's just reflecting the sky, and the sky. It's become like satisfying to me. Because usually I always went for old buildings. Old buildings have so many little hidden details when you start looking at. They'll have random plaques of Greek gods on this. They're incredible, Sarah, and all the little like functional things that were um used as details. You don't see them here, but in areas where it's very cold and snows, often there's these like braces that they put inside the brick buildings. The bricks and the concrete crack and expand, and it's literally to hold the brick wall. I might be butchering this. The part that I'm most infatuated with is the brackets. I don't know if the brackets, but often they'll be diamond shaped or star shaped. And the star shaped ones will just be like a row of star studs on an old building, old brick building. Love those. That's what they are. Dude. Bricks. So, buildings like studs. Let me just figure out what they're. Uh, then they'll be stars. So they're like giant washers, and they keep metal bricks. I mean, bolts from slipping through the brick. Really nice. Okay. It's like larger, but it's great to see the two in comparison. Larger, but then you have the super dainty one. Two different wires, both electrical wires. And it's just very simple, like very cathartic, nice, meditative, little it beads together. See, this is the kind of stuff I'm is that I'm gonna be adding charms to, but these are not. These are just really for the color combination. A lot of families out here. I just really want to also make pieces that are just like nice color combination. I don't know if I'm gonna bring any resin ox. Spellbound serpents, but or any of like the planchettes or stuff like that, or incense. Which incense I feel like would do well. I want fresh. I have some in bottles, pre-bottled. Turn that here. So I really enjoy making these stones. It fits you in that childhood, like dirt pies, and you're just mixing a bunch of random stuff in a bowl. There's a lot of stuff that saves burn, and like even chamomile lavender. Oh, a little jizzy. I'm just gonna say that one. I think I've said it once before, but there's a weird, and I've been really wanting to add some because like people, I know one or two people that like them. However, yeah. Oh, got her now. I thought I was gonna have some. I mean, oh yeah, if you do go to the description and the link, it should put you in this room on the video game that's being shown. That is, and yeah, finally,
Hey, can you hear me?
yeah.
What you got going on?
What?
What have you got going on?
It's some easy or simple and yeah, I'll have to make a class. Oh, it's simple. And the thing is like, it, I love it when you put them together. I do want to make a bracelet. That's one
You
of
made
those
all those
ones.
today, right?
Yeah, besides one, the day two.
So what's the count for?
Or two. I made other things,
What else?
but the day before I only made one. The day before that I only just slowly getting back to normal speed. So it's just like anything, you have to get in the flow of it because it's repetition.
Have you thought about like how much you'd want to make them available for?
Oddly depends on how many pieces.
Oh, okay.
Because if I have a bunch of pieces, I end up pricing them like more close to what I truly wish I could get for. But then if I have just a few pieces, I begin with. But when I have more pieces made, it's easier. Then I could just do sections. All these are $5.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Nice wee poster.
Uh, until I get back into the normal flow of making them, I can't even time myself making them. I keep getting up and getting sidetracked. So I don't even know how long I'm right now. And I have such a lovely way of saying materials. It's usually time materials. That's what you would price the object. But if time and materials are I was at a loss. But, and another thing is too is I always price things way cheaper than I would on this stuff. I want as much of the people who walk by to help with, like that. Because like even if it's not for them, like we'll pick some of one for you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Especially a little handmade things for $1. I can never. Yeah, and like one year I made a belt fortune cookie because it's stretchy. I did want to do a safety pin. Starting, the one thing I did was Etsy, but Marcus is there. It's been a while since I talked and here's this one size with all these different like techniques. Like last time I did a market, I pretty much only used gold and silver to craft school. this time, it's like I have to find the pictures. Nice that each one in a way. I wish I stuck to one thing. That's a but I really enjoy market. The closest evil merch, and my dad exactly older picture of it falling apart. But it's a big wagon wheel. Added a motor, big brass in the steering, and got it allegedly for me to follow him before he's living at this for a minute. And I made stuff the other stuff that I come across. But
Do you
I
know how
just
we
never
came
did it.
across that?
But
Do you know how we came across that thing? Because it's
offer
yeah. How much did they pay?
probably like $200.
It's insane. It looks like something from like the fairies or something. I don't know anything about it though.
It's earlier than that.
Wow.
Start.
Did it have a motor on it? Do you know?
Yeah, the motor looks like it was
Right.
the steam.
Uh-huh.
The light was super impressive.
Basically like a lever is how you steer it.
Yeah, and the seat bright yellowish, gold velvet,
Oh.
velvet, and like already falling. We'll sit on it.
Do you think it was stored inside before you?
Probably.
Right.
Yeah. Um,
God, that thing needs broken out of there, honestly.
it really does. There's definitely hope because there's plenty of metal on it, and all the metal or the wood can be And the seat though had a spring has a springs right under it. So you know when that's going down the road, you're bouncing with your face.
You know, part of the suspension too was just having a wooden tire because it would flex as you.
Oh,
Yeah, like the original T-Bird. I was reading about that.
I really want a wagon. With a big
Like
bend
Beverly
wheel.
Hillbillies style.
Yeah, no, I love it. And you're aware, I don't know why I don't watch more of the Little House on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
shows
It's a
all
good
the
one.
time. It really is.
What time period is that? Like 1850s or something?
I think 18
Kind of yesteryear village era.
exactly. It should eat me name. I really wanna well, I really wanna get to volunteer because they have events with yesteryear village at the fairgrounds, the local fair, and it's just a little historical village. None of the houses, I think, were the original. They were all moved there. However, it's still really neat. All kinds of antiques.
That'd
The
be cool.
houses are
You
all
should
set up
talk me
as
about
they
it.
would been in the office, schoolhouse, fishing, church, bunch of stuff. Oh, general store. And they sell things like teddy bears, honey sticks, stuff like
Looks like they have an online store now. Actually, let me see.
that. Oops. I meant to. Well, now I know. I wanted to know what side I usually turn my clock.
See on the iPad,
I see what.
you might have to click to make my screen
Oh!
big, but I could show you. Right. You got a hot sauce for a good
No!
time.
It'd be nice to get any book. What are the books on?
You got a
Yeah, I want
cookbook.
that. For
So
real.
something like that. Whoa, I like that one. The call hatchet.
Yeah. Oh, what's that art? Oh, it's the top of the guy's hat. I thought he was like a. What? I thought. Wow, yeah. I need to. Yeah, so your village merch is.
The prices aren't terrible, but yeah, stamp set.
I wish it wasn't illegal to make merchandise. I would love like a monster or X. Yes, sir. That had a beautiful pin. I think oh yeah.
A lot like you can who picked these items,
Yeah. Well, because it's supposed to be like a general store.
right?
Agreed. Oh, that wood catch ball game is actually very fun.
Uh,
Mhm. I have one of the same ones, that same style my parents have.
look at all the tartan they've got going on. Very Scottish.
Ooh, a pumpkin butter. Look.
Don't give any description.
I'm sure you just have to go in person. Oh. Check out Florida's Best. I've never heard of them. They're based in Florida. Peach butter, hell yeah.
Yeah. But this is not what you expect. Okay, look. Thousands of pain-free customers.
Oh, like somebody in Virgin. The Woodstock. But they didn't mention it popping. So I figured it might be worth risking. And even in comments from groups, if you post a YouTube link, like, they'll be upset. And if they find out it's your YouTube link, they'll be more upset. Then it's self. But I got the popping seed pop. Which that's a relatively recent discovery in my life. Better knowing that the solids
Quite spectacular.
when touched and ready, or when ready.
Oh, you could get a railroad spike hook.
Oh, what? Oh, I was watching Bill Burr and Bill Maher. It's funny. Okay, so as soon as that interview, Bill Burr and Bill had an interview. Bill Maher, I guess, is podcast style where he sits and gets like wasted as the other person looks concerned. Anyway, the Bill, as soon as I saw it, we're watching this Daniel commentary is hilarious, and I've been needing some like just comedy, but also with the current reality. Um, but the as soon as I'm dragging on. As soon as I saw the interview, I was like, "Whoa! I'm just gonna wait for a Daniel Boland video moments, a video, very, but because I don't believe in spoilers. I want to know what happened. Watch it. Like, I'm gonna walk away from the movie playing anyway.
Yeah,
And
you'll
then maybe
ask me like on the first part if you're interested in like, well, what happened?
I mean, I googled that and like you'll know if I'm in because I'll be googling like what this red candle means. Everything's on purpose when on film to find and stuff. And oh, but shoot, hold on. I don't mean I was getting Oops. I forgot. Oh, I hate that feeling. I haven't gotten that feeling. I have to, uh, usually I'm distracted by something else going on. But now it's just me draining. Oh, so scary. but Daniel Bold is black, and I forgot. Yeah, Rubber Spike Hook.
Yeah, if there's things you want to have me put
Rabbit
up, I
foot
can.
keychain.
Like clips and stuff.
Yeah, rabbit foot keychain. 100%. That's one of those things that I've never owned, but I've always wanted one. I love the heck out of good luck charms, and oh, that's one of my favorite things to collect. But somewhere I have a box of them all. There's many, and my mind is scattered mess. But the rabbit's foot is one I've never had. A red one would be sweet. Yeah, we really gotta go.
Is it open year round?
I think so. And if it's not like open every day, it's like I'm sure they have something monthly. Oh, it would be so sweet if they reenacted like pioneer weddings and you could come as like a guest. I think they do like reenaction. Yay! Gosh.
Hear it playing?
Hey!
Why don't you go knock on the door and see if Miss Carol's home?
Hello, welcome to the Riddle House. I'm
Best
Miss
job
Carol.
ever.
Please come in and go on into the parlor.
Been in that building, eh? I think you did a live stream right out of that exact building.
Joseph Jefferson,
Yeah,
who did these
that's all
paintings,
static,
he once
unfortunately.
owned the property where this
Because
house, the
Google
Riddle House,
Fi
was
is
originally built.
the
He
greatest
died in
cell
April of
service.
1905, so these are my
Awesome.
own paintings, and I think it's really
Incredible.
wonderful that we're able to have them here in the house. I have here a picture of Carl Friend and his wife Louise. They were one of the first
Weird that I can't.
gatekeepers to
Oh,
live in this house. This house was
Weird what?
oh, it was just I forgot. It was gonna be a joke. Get another job at Google Fi, but this is Google. Their cell services.
Yeah, you
I
can't
think it's
Google using
funny.
Google if this. Can't Google if the cell services.
Everything is dead though. Can't unlock it.
Have a
Okay.
charger.
I don't know how long your phone lasts at 10%.
I'll grab a charger.
Mine Oh, it's driving me mad. Oh, sweet.
You have any questions?
What? The Daniel Bond, Fillmore. Yeah, it's the newest video. I'm not a Daniel Boland pick. Like, related to any comedy, just like anything. Anything. Serious. For some reason, the British man's commentary on know, the happenings here is just it's beautiful.
I can't find it when you're referring to it.
What?
I can't find it.
Oh, I messengered it. That's this last video. Anyone has any other channel recommendations? Anyone else looking for new content?
I can't find it.
Did you get the messenger?
Bill Burr?
Yeah,
Oh.
Bill Maher and Bill Burr.
Oh.
That's why it is a funny one. Cool. Oh, I didn't press the button for cancel. Moment.
Rancid RI bread joined minefield.
Is there? Uh, okay.
Where art Walder?
um, yeah. If you go to Kynto and type into the chat box there, it will read it out, and that's a function that, especially for these streams, they're finishing up the house next first, so it's probably a lot of hammering it is. So I don't know. I really want to. Might get some swimming somehow. I'm down to one day. I'm not gonna put this in without it. I don't do well shopping online. Nothing fits the way it says it might. So I really go to shop on the street, but it's a little too far. But anyway, I really like this setup. I think this is brilliant. Um, so it's a small room that anyone could just instantly appear in. However, you can make your own room, and you just got a message. Any one of us could stream from your room, and you don't have to share mic or video. A bunch of different conversations, and if there is any pixel art in particular, I invite in pixel artists. So if people interact, and I'm more than happy with them. To create anything, because make anything in pixel, and I have been in creative block for something. I feel like I've been saying it, and so I got a plus to it, and honestly, I think I've streamed for me, and I really can't wait for more people to stumble into it, because then it's a lot more easy to interact. I can do stream with others by way of sending a link, and a live stream will be split screen. However, I don't even have to worry about that, because this, and it doesn't matter if you only want to pop on for a second. It's very, very, very moldable. And Snappo is the uh, programmer himself, so if there's any function stuff like that. It's very interactive, very alive right now, and it's still on the ground floor, so it's very accessible to like all kinds of fun things. Right now, it's not really being because it is um a homemade world, and not only that, the world that you can build your own universe. And there's always stuff being added to, and there's always
And now you're in it.
and the streams are brilliant. This is
Can you hear me?
What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. No.
Okay, cool. So I'll have the clip lined up. Well, it's not so much the clip, but I have a Bill Burr lined up.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, we could just play like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Guy. And you looked up Latin words and you didn't fucking hang out with the fellas and they used to hang you by your underwear at the lockers. So now none of them are funny because this is your one thing. But I'm funny. They could never be as funny as me.
Well,
Like there's so much shit about you that's funny that you're not even trying to be funny. Your whole fucking outfit is hilarious.
Okay, so in today's video, we're going to take a look at some of
Oh,
the
this is
best
your
bits
guy.
and
I
the
forgot about
highlights
him.
of Bill Burr's appearance on Bill
I don't know
Maher's
why.
podcast.
It's just
So
like,
yeah, no, tell us why you love him so much.
everything has become so like anything, having like content to watch throughout the day, but it seems like everything just zaps the hope uh from every fiber of my being. And so I've been I discovered Mr. Bolin here, and he is a ray of sunshine.
Right, let's see what he has to say.
British, I think.
Yeah, he's definitely British. Very British.
I love
Random.
the
Okay, now I
Yeah.
just want to quickly preface this video and explain to you that I love Club Random. I think it's one of the best podcasts out there. Okay, but that doesn't mean I'm one of you weirdo Bill Maher super fans who believe he can do no wrong. I, for example, do not enjoy his TV show Real Time. It's just not my cup of tea. Those type 5-minute.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Bill Burr's show, but I seen like an episode or two of him in his podcast online. And his shows pretty. Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Minute monologues about Donald Trump or the trans community, right? It just doesn't do it for me. Sorry. I know a lot of you super fans, fanboys, come after me every time I dare to suggest that sometimes Bill Maher can be a bit of a ponce, right? He thinks he knows more than he does. And I'm sorry, when he doesn't have his little 5-minute monologues all written out and practiced 100 times, it all falls to pieces. And it really falls to pieces when your guest is Bill Burr. Now, a couple of months ago, Bill Maher went on Bill Burr's podcast, and they had a lot of disagreements on there, particularly about their age. Bill Burr, I think, is 13 years younger than Bill Maher, and he thinks that's quite significant in terms of the experiences they've had in their lives, and they disagreed about that. But Bill Burr was a lot more hospitable, a lot more calm, a lot more accommodating on his podcast, on his own podcast, than he was when he went on Club Random. Because there he's the protagonist, he's the guy, he's the guest that everyone is there to listen to, right?
I wish I got some fans all over the time.
So what is ClickUp?
So this is what's rough. It's like trying to show a YouTube clip with an ad.
What?
YouTube wants to play an ad.
Oh. But yeah.
All right, here.
I feel like I'm in the Reagan Mondale debate.
No, I just
Now
remember
have
when
to,
you
like,
did my podcast, you kept
Okay.
being like, I'm not that
This is
much
pretty
older than
meta.
you."
And I'm not. And
Dude, 13 years is a long fucking time.
well, I think the point I made then, and I'll remake it for you, is that to anyone young who is what we care about in in this discussion, because it's like, well, we don't want to lose that audience. Trust me, when you're 25, you and I are the same. And I told you this story about
How dare you?
when
You dress like you paint.
So this first clip we're going to take a look at here is a bit of a light one, but it's a continuation of the argument they were having in the first podcast on Bill Burr's show, where they were arguing about the difference in age between the two of them and how
There
significant
is
it is. There's
audio
a 13-year
bouncing
age gap.
all over.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is it cleans it up on YouTube, but we do have a little rawer experience.
our the younger audience.
No, if you and I are just like hanging out talking, but if we go back far
And
enough,
you're a
if we go,
dad.
if we go back like
That adds 10.
That better?
I really want to watch this podcast though. I didn't know it existed
Well,
until
let me see if there's any interesting guests.
pretty much yesterday. But I mean, I know that setup isn't new, like, but I always see it like where both of the guests are drinking. But it's like one person. Quite a trip. I do like the ever since I was a kid, like everything felt like an advertisement, and I'm getting a YouTube video advertising. But there's a certain like candidness, or at least more candid than on TV, where there's laugh tracks and
What was the Lex Friedman video you showed me?
love and compassion. Was it the
This one here is not meant to be a joke. Let's see. So this is 2 minutes long of a clip from his channel. Okay, I don't think I could do it. Where's your video? I think I might have found it. B. Lex Friedman.
Breakfast.
oh like shtick error code? But Lex Friedman is dangerous. Danger.
Get bored. Unblock someone from Twitter. Bro, open source your blocking algo. Please, bro. You don't understand, bro. Just open source it, bro.
Gotta figure out the audio.
Bring on Elon, Naval,
There we
and
go.
some 4D chess grandmaster. What is love but an algorithm of the soul? Ring. Echo mind blown ampersand pseudo system. CTL restart simulation dot service. Tweet out. What's the nature of tweeting? Drop a few more anons. Joe Rogan nods approvingly in a parallel universe. Deep fake myself just to ask deeper questions. Go to bed in a Faraday cage.
How did you come
to
across
protect
this
those
one?
valuable thoughts. Dream in recursive, self-improving algorithms. Wake up in a cold sweat, eyes wider than when I ask about love. My feel when just had an existential nightmare about the universe being a neural net trained by
Can you
ego.
hear me?
Dreams are now
Yeah.
blocked.
Can you hear me?
103 forbidden.
No.
Oh, okay.
Eat on a 10K run at 4 a.m., chased by philosophical dilemmas.
Still can't hear me.
Well, that was. The reason I don't recall. I think it was comedy. Oh, too much. Gotta find longer videos to watch. I'm doing a bunch of short videos per day. I feel. Focus I keep complaining about.
Figure that out real quick when trying to edit videos for YouTube.
Oh. Fake reels?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want to understand human nature, the best and the worst of it. I want to understand how power, money, and fame changes people. I want to understand why atrocities are committed by crowds that believe they're doing good. All this, ultimately, because I want to understand how we can build a better world together. This,
thought
our
this
human
was
civilization,
comedy.
in all of its full complexity, the forces of good and evil, of hate and love, to find hope for the
Why is not what I remember. I don't know. I don't know. I was just like, I hope everyone's okay. Evening. Friday. Well, now Saturday. And going to try to either today or just very early tomorrow. Really, really want to start more effort into yard sailing. Which I don't know if that's the proper word, but I've been saying it for so dang long. Yard sailing, it's like sailing in people's yards. I love yard sales. Excuse me. You can usually find a lot of really interesting objects, which is really cool, as well as you can find things a lot more affordably than yard sale or thrift stores. I'm guessing that I don't really want to put the stuff back in the garage or throw it in the garbage. Sometimes people are really trying to make a profit. Like in Lake Worth, there'd be people that would do yard sales every weekend. So kind of like a side hustle. And so that's how keep stuff going, as well as to just like have conversations with people. Great way to meet your neighbors. In that community is more and more important. It's always been important throughout human history, because without community there would be no human history. And so it's not becoming more important. It's just becoming more important to like remind ourselves that snake installs. Some people mix and the calls to respond to the calls to fix it. And some people have to program like system like the it's just everything's connected by people. There are people everywhere. And it's wild, really. And they're all doing something to keep all of this going. Like everything. And regardless if they're like down on their luck at any given moment. And yeah. A weird time. Got like Bill Gates buying up all the farmlands. I mean, he's not the only one. I have to learn some new names. Because I know it's not, that's, you know, it's just, there are things, it's just, it's really dark. Well, um, uh, I enjoyed, I enjoy reality stranger than fiction, so like I never saw much of a difference. Like some people are really into sci-fi mysteries and like this and that. Like some people are really into conspiracies, like the act of digging and like finding different things. The fact that it is tied into reality. Like there's a bunch of like it's almost addicting. It almost becomes like a hobby to some, an addiction to some. Just like a passing like interest, much like anything else to some. But I didn't expect it to be so dang like, oh. I miss just having people be like, oh, that's just nuts. That sounds nuts. But like, how Schwab saying Z power unironically, it's just, it's just, it's just such a wild, and like movie production level pandemic we just went through in real life. Lockdown, which to like reflect on, like having flashbacks, like everybody like really pensive and masked and talking and talking. So, like,
I'd pull up footage, but I don't want to get the channel flagged for disinformation. Because I do remember all the like the Chinese the videos of people being murdered in their buildings and people passing out in the trains, having seizures. Like we were watching it pretty early.
Yeah,
It was
so
right as the
things
NFL
agree
game,
from
last
the
NFL
walls.
game.
I just realized the iPad died. But yeah, before any single news, anything, and there are all these like, yeah, like TikTok style videos, just like portrait mode cell phone videos. People like convulsing in the middle of the street, just like walking and just collapsing. Bodies piled in like white bags and stuff. Like the full kitted out.
Do you remember the
Um,
people screaming from the buildings where they were howling and it
yeah,
shows
and
a
being
zoomed out
vaulted in
view?
buildings.
God. And then there was the drone, it's like, get inside, Auntie, get inside, Uncle.
Oh yeah.
Name drop to
And
Pinback,
this
right? What was that
grainy
song?
cell phone video, like no real explanation has ever been given for
None.
any of those. And I feel like I watch out for like a lot of stuff like that. I miss that. I miss it a lot. That's why discussion is dire and vital to any form of, you know. But I can't ingest all information. But I've never seen an explanation for you. And it was months before, and they just kept coming in.
What
And
happened to
then,
monkeypox?
like, remember before it even was in the US, and then the first cases, and then, like, it's just like in the movies where the map of the US started, like,
Yep.
dinging all the
I remember
states.
they were like debating. It's like, well, maybe we should or we shouldn't shut down flights to China, and it's just like, well, you're doing everything right.
Oh.
I remember the cruise ships because we're
Yeah,
in
the
Florida,
cruise
so we
ship.
had to deal with like
And, like, I pay attention to comment sections and stuff, and, like, because you, like, humans aren't only pattern recognizers, they're pattern makers, and, like, there's like a very somber feeling there. Everybody, not everybody, a lot of people. I just keep seeing more and more videos like saying the same thing that I feel, and then same thing I'm reading other people feel, and it's just so like the same feeling, the same, and minor like it's the same feeling, but yeah, no, I think everybody is affected hardcore, especially mentally, because we disassociated through the whole thing. This was like, oh, okay, this is how it is now. And like, I get that, like right now, you know, there isn't any craft stores or anything walking distance, this and that. But during a full scale global spamdemic, um,
we were
definitely
buying
couldn't
rotten
help but
meat.
count our blessings there, because I my soul shivers when I think of how people in like dense cities had to deal with that, because the isolation was enough to like shatter our mind, but I just can't imagine. I can't imagine. It's like then just have to see all the masked people. It's like there's certain areas that the people are a little bit more abstinent towards things like that, so you'll still see a lot of like, I guess, unmasked people, if you will. So there's still like the ability to act like there's nothing happening, because you could look away, but like in a city you can't look away. Like Lake Worth, I bet Lake Worth remains pretty chill through even the thickest portion of it.
Well, remember when we went out to your parents? It's like the neighbours were asking about your mum, but we're across the road.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But they're like the really respectful people in the world.
Right.
Like, he has like a butterfly garden. It's really good. Yeah, I just don't know how to put it into words. it's like one of those anything else I feel like I've experienced on this planet, I could immediately like put it into words and like, but that just brings silence to my mind. Like, you know how like when you don't know what to say, so you just kind of make this sound, like that. That's what my mind does anytime I think of any portion of that. But yeah, I just can't wait until like 20, 30, 40 years from now to read it in history books and stuff like that. See it pictures. Every generation gets their set of events that they remember throughout their lives. And I already have a few, that I wasn't even at active memory and stuff like that. So, my whole life I've always talked to older people because I do value, being able to see through decades and greatest and easiest way to find music from any decade. Ask the people that were there and we're waiting for new albums to release. We're listening to new releases and like things that were played on the radio. Advertisement. One of my favorite things to do on this planet is watch old 1970s and 80s commercials with my mom. I really want to I'm sure people have done it, and I'm very sure they have to just have music videos, episodes, and commercials as if it's just like the 60s, 70s. And because there's so much of it on YouTube, just with playlists. But yeah, I hope anybody who sees this, very unplanned, but that's the glory of any given moment. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. I'm gonna get back on finding beads. Yes, I really do require thrift stores to thrive and live in New York City. But eBay still is also such a good place, especially for poundage, great pound. And by poundage, I mean bulk food. And if anybody sees us and by chance knows any good spots for bulk foods, I am now only looking for bulk. For now. Because I have plenty of small amounts, but I try to make things where like I could add a bunch of color, but sometimes I do just want to make like a rose quartz chain for a big resin pendant, and I don't have enough rose quartz beads, so I really want to find some bulk. Bulk anything. It just as long as it's not like painted with painted ones are so good for like sunshine. Anything you're not gonna wear because then the paint has better. So many beads are painted now. It drives me nuts. So I hope y'all have a beautiful night and feel free to make any recommendations, anything, and, and it's really you. But hopefully I can have some brighter light bulbs tomorrow, so I could stop complaining about the lights. Oh, right. Constant complaint. I love them. Light bulbs. Especially the LEDs in the purple one.
The LED
Yeah.
bulb,
I went through
LED
this
bulbs suck.
major phase where I was convinced I would in Germany. This isn't gonna not how we're doing a lot of weather and a lot of various this was over 10 years ago, so anyway, I don't even remember what I said. I just wanted to share that I used to um I forgot what What? What? Yeah. And the iPad